Yeah, I mean, no. So you said all I gotta do is press that right there to get T on camera?
Assist you just.
So you, I mean, now, can you do it from yours for the Beards N Baldheads? Because my phone ain't. Hold on, I got you. I got you. Hold up.
Got what I need. Oh, baby.
Check. You can do it. Check, check. Check, check. Ain't connect yet, dude.
It's bonus.
Oh,
Some bonus content.
oh, now talk about the. You remember the number? You got it?
1-800-223-9797.
If y'all want to get a date with Julio Hackett.
Whoa.
Shout out to my barber, shout out to all my stylists. We are Beards N Baldheads, your host Fat Lace. Mr. Aggie Pride himself, Cousin D. To the left of me.
October 31st.
What's going down?
G-Ho. Full effect.
Return?
We back.
No mask?
Parking lots.
Okay. Having nutty buddies with you?
No.
No?
No. I'm going to celebrate and enjoy.
No doubt.
I'm not going down there to hustle.
No doubt. Julio Hackett, I don't believe him.
You don't believe
I don't believe him. Need more people. Because they love you out there. Shout out to everybody, North Carolina A&T, Greensboro and everybody. I got the Soul Survivor Barry in the building.
Yo.
Can we boo him right now?
Yeah, we done brought out the sponge brush. We got him.
Yo, he cuts his hair, and now he got the. Look at that. You got. It almost look like you got a part right there. What I look on the side. D styling out there. We got T holding it down. You missing T.
Shout out to T'Challa. He getting the T'Challa.
If y'all don't know, T is a major part of Beards N Baldheads. Shout out to everybody on the check-in, and she always holds it down behind the scenes. We only have
people.
For a lot of people.
Not just us.
We have 2 weeks left.
People around the way. Give her roses. She give a lot of people help.
Yo, word is born.
She support a lot of people.
Yes, indeed.
She do a lot of things people don't see. I seen it, and we appreciate you.
We absolutely appreciate that.
Definitely.
And we appreciate Soup on the other side. Hold it down. Shout out to the flyest guy on earth. Shout out to DJ Punchy.
Where Punchy at? With his sandals.
Now they had to handle some
Family
business.
VR?
Yeah,
Okay.
some family stuff, man. Speaking of footwear, though, we got to give a shout out to one of the dopest barbers out there in the game. Shout out to Trav, Basic Celebrity. I said it right? Barbershop. They I know they had like a sneaker raffle, holding it down and giving back. I think with food. I'm sorry I couldn't make it, but this is some little action right there by my boy Ricky Shubio. Dope, man. Keep pushing the culture out there. Shout out to Trav holding it down and all the other barbers out there in the field doing what they do. Y'all know I get inspired by some of the best out there. And since I was a little kid, I always wanted to be a talk show host, you know? And it feels good when I know Beards N Baldheads, how we inspired our idols. At least one of my idols. If y'all see Arsenio Hall, he was hosting Jimmy Kimmel. He came home. This picture right here is showing how if he still had his hair going right there. Shout out to Arsenio coming home. He had that Jamie Foxx hairline. It was not looking
Arsenio
good.
was hosting Kimmel this
He was
week?
hosting Kimmel. They got a lot of guest hosts holding it down over there.
Didn't he was LeBron James on with him or no? Yeah, he was. Yeah, he had LeBron James on.
I missed it.
For the Space Jam. I didn't see it either, but I didn't know what they were talking about. I just heard him say Arsenio Hall. I thought he was a guest too. I didn't know he was actually hosting.
You should have told him to come home. You see what he's doing. Come on home, you know.
LeBron James holding on.
Holding on too strong. Holding on too strong,
He a
man.
billionaire now. He don't care.
Yo, you need to care.
He hold nah.
Nope.
He in a different situation.
Michael Jordan don't care about his jeans selection. LeBron don't care about his hair.
Yo,
You know what? He carried his Space Jam though, because he had a nice comb over.
he talk about it.
That was all CG.
Shout out to my little
That
big
was
brother.
CG.
Shout out to my
They had the
big
little
brother.
balls on top of his head. You know when they record people at the beginning, they had little balls on top of his head and filled that in with a fresh cut.
Oh man, yo, speaking of ball, man, I always get inspired by art and always want to show out. We got the Flyest Guy on Earth is such a dope photographer. If y'all go to at True Lies 6, shout out to everybody in the field. Did T-Bone have a what was this, a basketball tournament or Yes League? I don't know why they didn't have Lil LeBron in it. I should have got a special invite. But yo, these pictures right here, True Lies captured some dope action shots right here.
Yeah,
He is
my
out there.
son
That's
played
for
this
Trav
weekend.
right there. Watch Dad's piece to y'all too. You was there?
Yeah, my son played. I didn't stay for all the games, but because he started off early. I think the bigger kids played later in the day. But we were out there like 9 o'clock, 9:30 in the morning.
Mello ain't want to come out?
Know that.
Mello.
Oh,
He was
man.
trying to act like he ain't Mello. I got
Oh,
Mello and
man.
Barkley with me.
Give me don't leave me open. That's all I'm gonna say.
Talk about it. Talk about it. You know,
I might can't get to the rack like I used to. Don't leave me open.
Chuck it up.
let it go. Let it go. You know, we always talking about coming home. And one of the best entertainers in hip hop, in entertainment, period, came home. And I want to give a special dedication to the diabolical Bismarck.
Oh man. But you know what? It's to the point now. I don't want to sound like insensitive, but you start to get numb to stuff after a while. It's like, man, I can't even get a breather from all of this tragedy that's going on. It's like you can't even get a chance to sit down and really take it all in. It's like one after another, real life and celebrity life. It's like you getting hit on both fronts, and it's like we losing people we know and we're losing people we know of and we love as an entertainer, and it's like crazy. It's like nonstop, though, for like a year now.
That's life, Barry. Looking inward, facing everything.
It's crazy, man. That's what I'm
Comes at
saying.
you
It get to
from
the
all
point
ways.
where you just gotta you can't even sympathize for so long. I mean, I understand his family and people close to him, but outside of that, you looking at your own personal stuff going on. You're like, man, you mourning him, but man, I got somebody I really know went. So it's like,
You know,
you just can't.
nah, B. But know what the good thing is about the show? Is how we praise them while
Yeah,
they're here.
That's what we do.
You know, we definitely praise.
That's what we do.
It's about praising,
Yeah.
doing God's work. Let's praise the people. Let's celebrate them. And
Yeah,
tonight we're going to celebrate
yeah.
Bismarck. We're going to celebrate all his accomplishments, the way he had influence on so many people, so many different artists. You know, if y'all didn't know, Soup was supposed to be in Just a Friend.
She was blah, blah, blah.
She was blah, blah, blah.
Oh,
It was
man.
dedicated to her, but she was like, nah, I don't want to do it. They wasn't paying her no. How much you wanted, Soup? Soup said dinner. He talk about Mickey D. Nah.
The y'all, if y'all don't understand what the Georgetown meant,
Whew. Talk about it.
it was a fashion statement. I don't even know if half the people even actually watched the games, but Georgetown, Syracuse, Big East,
UNLV.
UNLV.
Nah, that was the Big East.
No,
Nah, Big E. It was Big East time.
It was Big East. The Big East at the time had all the paraphernalia.
Syracuse,
Villanova, Providence, all of that. That was like a fashion thing.
Seton Hall.
Seton Hall, all of it. It was crazy. And then, like you said, once the celebrity ballers came up, like Michigan and UNLV, that college gear was in.
Nah, but the black folks represented Georgetown because number one, John Thompson,
Definitely.
no doubt, and from that squad with Patrick Ewing, and because he was putting young black men
Center.
out through school
Yeah,
and making them successful men. So I think that's where a lot of the
no doubt.
no other school, no other Division I college could the hip hop nation represent like a Georgetown back then.
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't.
Nope.
No,
Absolutely not.
it was crazy because they were a private
Except
school
UNC.
too.
I'm sorry.
They were a private school. A lot of people I don't think knew that.
You know, I thought Georgetown was black.
No, it was a private school. They wore uniforms.
I thought Georgetown was because when you see black people there, you automatically assume that it's a black school. You know, now Georgetown. One thing with when it came to Bismarck, he was so into his fashion, into having fun. You see him with the 3-stripe life right there. He was the first person I saw have a sloppy closet full of sneakers. And I definitely wanted to be Bismarcky off of that one right there. You know, we're going to talk about all the great things he did and how he played a major part in so many artists' lives. And we're going to talk about some of his lyrics. You know, when it came to him, he's not a nice-looking guy as far as you think he can't beat you up. He's the guy in the classroom. You're like, yo, talking about Biz. No Biz get busy. Like, you're not going to crack on him. You're not going to feel safe just looking at him. He's profiling. Am I wrong for that?
He looked like he had that R string.
Maybe I should look with his eyes. Maybe I can look a little different.
He looked like he had that R string.
That R, ooh.
I'm not going to say the R string, the R word.
Like, you don't think Kane can really choke him up? Like, Kane looked like he would shoot him. He don't look like he would choke him up right there.
They said Kane used to get busy back in
They did say that. They did say that. He was such a fun, loving artist and into his craft and always trying to push. He wanted to do the opposite of the norms. I love the fact how he wanted to be original. Some of these artists that we have right now kind of following his direction. We're gonna talk about the past and the present.
Right.
You know, I always talk about one of my favorite artists, Tania's favorite artist. I think she was head of the Soulja Boy. You was what, the head of the president of the fan? No?
Never.
You wasn't? No?
You ain't represent?
No, you? Nah. It wasn't going on. You got a Soulja Boy. And some of these other artists, you get older artists, say like the Ice-T. It's not real hip-hop. He's not talking about nothing. It's not serious, blase, boom, boom, boom. Well, Bismarck was not trying to be a Rakim. He was not trying to be a KRS-One. He wanted to bring fun. He had dances. The Bismarck. Could you do the Bismarck?
Yeah, I could.
How'd it go? Y'all know about it. Y'all know about it right there. Such a fun-loving guy. Wanted to bring a fun element to hip-hop. Now, I hate saying hip-hop. To rap. Which other people didn't do. One of my favorite videos, one of the first songs that I know.
Yes.
Just a friend.
Yes.
But you say he's just a friend. Look, what?
Our band used to rock that at the football games. I would give it to them. Our band was right.
Which band is that?
When I played for high school.
Yeah, they used to play some joints.
We used to rock, man. We used to look up there. They used to really, really motivate us. We used to listen to them. I'm telling you, like, yo, our band can't be playing better than us.
Word.
Gotta get right.
Shabazz and Weekway bands used to bring. Piscataway used to bring.
Yeah, no doubt.
Nah, they a preppy band.
I mean, they were in line.
They were a real marching
but
band.
they were playing like hits.
Playing field, you be playing for that burn. That's
Shout out to my cousin Keith.
You be on the field.
You like, yo, we losing and everything.
Huddle.
You like, what?
It's not even time for a huddle, but huddle. Somebody break it
They
out.
playing Follow Me. Word up, man.
Yeah,
Back in
no
that time
doubt.
of high school, B, you know, if she wasn't just a friend, what they talking about? I feel like you might have been the guy Bismarck might have been upset at.
Nah, I wasn't in college.
You wasn't in college?
Not the time.
Not the time?
I
Okay,
was
we're
still in high
gonna get
school.
to college. We're gonna get
I
to
was still
college.
in high school. The story was about him visiting his girl in college.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
That's what he said.
You did say that. I done had some incidents in college where I wasn't on the most upside.
My
Not
girl
all the
came to visit
time.
me at college. I was like, yo, we gotta go to the library. I got a test tomorrow. Like, this where I be at, trying to pass and
Ooh,
shit.
trying to get up out of there?
Trying to pass. We going to the library. Come on.
Yo, D, you sound so passionate when you say try to pass. What class was it? Blah, blah, blah.
Every class.
Yo.
Had to pass them all.
Yo, this just a friend. You know, one thing that was relating to today, you know, we got a lot of beef when it comes to guys and our egos when we want to fight over a woman. And we didn't know you was even messing with the guy. We thought he was just a friend. He was your brother. Whatever,
Yeah.
brother.
Don't give me
Whoever said
that.
that, whoever calls that's their brother, they're sleeping with them.
Oh, word.
That's what we gonna take.
That's what we got. Hold on.
That's what we gonna take.
Thank you. I need my. Where's my notepad?
Everybody who hear that,
We
shout out to
keeping it
everybody
real
on the check
before
it. Yo, T said and I mean brother with a V. That's my brother.
If that's her brother,
God had it with the V. Your brother.
He's stuffing the hot pocket with pepperoni.
He is. He is, because technically you only got brothers
Get it a
that are blood related. And if they say that they're not messing with them, they still have intentions. They kind of like those friends that you couldn't cross the line with, or you want to cross the line with, you just keep them on the side. But if I feel like if it's intent there and you want to deal with them in that way and it just never happened, then they're not your brothers.
So they're one emotional mishap from banging.
Right. Because I feel like
one nutcracker away.
One nutcracker away. Exactly. One drunken night away.
Brother, huh?
Right.
Thirsty Thursday. Your brother will turn into a quick lover. That's what they said.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe we did that.
Yo.
You've been wanting to do that for years. You
can't
lying.
believe?
You lying. I can't believe we
Because
did that.
Yes,
you can.
I bet you most women.
See, they get you on a bike.
When they cheat, it's
See,
always
bring the bike club.
It's always with the brother. When they finally do, if you do something to them, if you cheat and then they decide they want to cheat, I guarantee they're gonna cheat with their brother.
Or
the bestie?
coworker.
Yep. Yep.
Ooh, the one who's just consoling.
The work husband.
The work husband.
But you remember that comedian say you just break the glass?
In the case, just in case. Just in case he was paying attention to everything that you were saying.
That's why I'm sorry. I mean, I don't really do the friend thing, especially if it's a new person.
Just a friend.
Nah, I don't do it.
You not feeling it?
Nah, you can't make no new friends on my watch.
Word, right? Like new friends. Like, what are you talking
this
about? You stopped meeting new friends on September 12th. You crazy.
Yo.
Ain't no new guy friends on my watch. You gotta be kidding me.
He was in that DM. You ain't see it, man. Shout out to Bismarck, man. Yo, one thing I loved about Bismarck was that jewelry. His jewelry game was crazy.
He kept it chunky.
Kept it real chunky. You know, I remember them days, them Valentine days. You know, T, I know you had a lot of Valentines coming up. You know, Les Pop Deuce, ran them off because he would beat them up. We know.
No, he used to tell. I remember one time we came to it. I was talking to somebody. He told them to get on the line at Hubsonville.
Get on the line.
Get on the line.
If y'all know, T Father was one of the best track coaches ever in the country. He said, "Get on the line. He will bust you up." You know, I remember some of them Valentine's days back in these days with the jewelry, that gold, going to bongs trying to get me some gold. Yo, be y'all had y'all bongs jewelry days?
Had my
Getting the initial rings.
diamond cuts.
Ooh, y'all see them diamond cuts?
Initial ring.
Y'all drop a line in the comments if y'all ever had somebody.
2 finger,
Nameplate.
3 finger.
We just had the nameplates from Bonds.
Nameplates from bongs, the double
That's where I used to
plated
get my
joint.
gold teeth
Yo, them was them days.
I just had
with
a
the
cat.
peace sign on it.
I just had a gold cat with the
I wonder-
Playboy bunny on it.
Because
that
they
was a
said
good
he was
one.
just a friend. But he wasn't. You know, Bismarck, he was part of one of the most monumental crews, the Juice Crew, right here. Now, with the Juice Crew, one thing I loved about them, and one thing I learned about them, Bismarck said everyone had to play their part. Roxanne Shantae was the first one who was part of the Juice Crew and set it off. A woman. Let's give it up for a woman right there.
She definitely did. She definitely did start it up.
I heard Sue put the pause on it, but we're going to say that for another day.
Oh, shit.
We're not going to talk about that story right there. You know, but everybody in here, shout out to DJ Cool V. He is part of one of Jersey's greatest legends, extended BKS1 radio
Yo, I'm
family.
sorry, I thought that was Quavo in that picture real quick.
Actually, Cool V is a guy that you can see often. He's still out here working.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I've actually met him a few times. I mean, he was a neighbor of somebody I knew.
Shout out to all my peoples in Eastwick.
So I used to see him all the time. I ain't gonna give a location, but
Was he a neighbor to the friend?
That again?
Was he a neighbor to just a friend?
Nah, he was a neighbor to a family member.
Oh, no doubt.
He was a neighbor to a
No
family
doubt.
member. So I used to see him on a regular basis.
We got who else we got in here? We got MC Shane. He's still mad at KRS. We got Master Ace, one of the greatest, Coogee Rap. We got Craig G, Tragedy Gaddafi. Man, a monumental crew. And it started real early in the 80s. It got Kane on here. Tragedy.
Wow,
You know what? When I go back to this video right here, Just a Friend, what crossed my mind with the way they started off this video. Y'all remember what they were doing?
Wasn't they outside?
Outside on the bench.
Yeah, just chilling.
Cracking on each other.
Yeah.
Your mom's is.
Yeah.
Your mom's is that.
That's what we did.
That was one of the first times you seen it, a fun joke in hip hop, because everything was either serious or dancing. You know,
Right.
know who else did that?
Redman started doing it.
Right here,
Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang.
Yeah, Wu-Tang.
I'll sew your asshole.
That's why I said
clothes.
I remember
keep
Redman and
feeding
Keith
you
Murray and them
and
cracking on
feeding
each
you.
other.
They did.
you.
I think the parallels between the Juice Crew and the parallels when it comes to Wu-Tang Clan, they were the people that people did not believe in. Bismarck, Long Island. Long Island wasn't known for them MCs at that time. He's not from Harlem. He's not from Brooklyn. He's not from none of those places right there. And he's coming with something original, but he believed in himself. He believed in himself. He believed in his style. He put others on the same way the RZA did. Same way Jizza did.
Yeah.
You got to give it up for people doing it like that. What happened to the music that we had in the background?
Yo, he was doing parties. He was doing parties.
Yes, he was.
Out in Plainfield.
He was doing parties all over. One thing, if you want something in life, you have to go get it. You have to be around the people that want to get it. They was talking about how Bears used to be at the rooftop, at the Red Parrot, everywhere with anything that was hip hop. Bismarck was there. Mm-hmm. They talk about
Albee Square Mall, right?
Albee Square Mall, where he had the legendary battle with Big Daddy Kane.
Right.
He told Kane,
Join me.
We
gonna get it. We gonna make an album together. I promise you.
In a year, we're gonna get it.
He was on all the big Kane shit. Kane was on all his early stuff.
Kane wrote it.
Who sent the black shirt memo? I'm sorry. Who sent the black shirt memo today? I'm just.
What you talking about?
Black.
I don't know. You know we in line. You know, right on.
That's what happens when you got a beard. And
Exactly. You know what I liked about coming back to the Juice Crew, going back to Kane. One thing he did, and even going back to the RZA, they believed in each other, and they played their part. You know, when going back to Roxanne Shantae, she was the one lighting up the stage. It was a female, it was a woman, young girl,
battling,
tearing them up, I heard that who was it? That what was my man Curtis Blow with his little whack curl, made sure he gave Roxanne Shantae the lowest point when it was like a world supremacy battle, because he was hating on her. That's whack right there. Shantae and Biz became her DJ, doing the beatbox, bowing. If you want to take the egos aside, bowing down to her to play his part for a bigger picture. Kane doing the same thing. Everyone's not on. He said, yo, look, we're going to do it like this. Just believe in me and follow my vision, and we're going to get it right there, man. It's hard.
I know it's about Biz, but one thing about Roxanne Shantae, they said at one time she was the best MC in Queensbridge. Period. And Nas co-signed it. He was young, but he said if you wanted to rap, she would be the one you have to step to.
Yo, it's crazy.
You have to step to her if you wanted to be the best. That's crazy. She told him, you need to step your game up because he was shy. He said when he came back, he was ready.
She had the heart, tearing them up in the park, $50. Let's get it. I'm like, man, but see how they don't want the truth out there? See, I was always a hater in the mix. Always a hater in the mix. Just don't want the truth right there.
Gatekeepers be holding the info.
Them gatekeepers, man, it's so whack. And Roxanne Shantae, she got the dope, the whatchamacallit. She got the movie on Netflix. If y'all didn't see it,
And they mentioned that in the movie. They don't go into detail, but they kind of touch on how she was like you said, she was the top rapper in the hood.
What doc is this?
It wasn't even. It was like a movie. It was straight up movie.
Yeah.
It was a straight up movie.
And she talks at the end of that thing. And she like talks. But I've seen the interviews a lot of times. I heard Nas talk about it. And she's like, I'm not sitting here. She said she never wanted to tell it, but Nas gave permission for her to put it in the movie.
Roxanne Shantae.
Roxanne
What's up,
Shantae.
Real Roxanne.
Yeah.
That was L right there. Another thing that I liked about Biz, he didn't want to be pigeonholed to just one part of entertainment at all. You know, he was acting. Matter of fact, before we even get to the acting, I remember watching him in an interview on Pump It Up. Shout out to Dr. Dre and D Bonds. If y'all know it, those who know, they know. He was a sucker too. In that interview, he says, you know, I want to do and y'all can look it up on YouTube. He says, I want to do a hip hop for kids type show. Yo Gabba Gabba. Yo Gabba Gabba.
That was perfect for him.
And he said this years before it even happened. He already manifested and he chased it and he followed his pursuit and made it happen, man. I'm like, nobody else was following in that direction.
Right.
And he didn't need anybody to be right there and say, oh, now this is cool. I always talk about, man, you don't got to wait till someone else say you're cool. If you cool is going to happen all the time because it shines through you.
The thing about him that he never cared about being cool. He made funny cool. Like
he made goofy cool.
Like he never I'm telling you, one of the funniest thing I ever seen was in that video. Just a friend when he came up, when he was playing the piano with that wig on, and we were cracking up like, yo, this guy is crazy. Like, yo, that's crazy right there.
It is crazy
like,
right
yo,
there.
We never seen nothing like that before. Like a guy that's not really trying to wear jewelry. He's not really. I mean, of course, you seen him wear jewelry, but
he wasn't not playing it up to that part.
Yeah, he's not trying to be.
He made a song called "Picking Boogers."
I mean, he got the doodoo rap.
The doodoo rap.
I mean, the guy
sitting on the toilet,
got an album.
Talk about your breath stinking and everything. Like the guy was
and funky armpit girls. Like he had some humorous
content.
Like
he was a funny rapper.
Do I get a point for humorous? I ain't got a point in a while.
Yo, you get a point for humorous.
But you could relate to his raps. It was funny.
Yo, Barry get a point because he need a haircut for this one. Bismarck. That's the name of one of them albums. If I had scissors, I'd just go just like that. Just put it right here. Be some Barry plugs right there. You know, I gotta ask y'all a question, a serious question, because you know, as silly as Biz is, he always has some names that I never knew another person with that name. And no disrespect to anybody, if this is your name, because he said I had friends, and that's a fact, like Agnes, Agatha, Jermaine and Jack. Now I know what Jermaine and Jack. Does anybody on the check-in, anybody here know what Agnes? Have y'all ever met?
Not my
Agnes?
age, no.
Agatha from the
No, I don't know any
She
personally.
white,
I don't know any Agnes's personally.
White though.
Agatha's not my age anyway.
I don't know no
But
Agatha.
I know some Jermaines, and I know.
Yeah,
maybe-
Jermaine's and Jacks, that's cool.
I actually only know about a couple of Jacks.
I know Jack Daniels.
I think I might know like one or
I
two
know him
Jacks.
well. I know him very well, right?
Not a lot of Jacks I know. I only
Definitely.
know like two maybe my whole life.
You know, he even touched other parts.
Jack be nimble.
Jack B. Yeah, you know. One thing I was watching, he was talking about how great minds think alike. You hear that phrase all the time. Great minds think alike. But one thing I like about MCs and what I like about comedians, they usually come from a different viewpoint. And that's why we appreciate their type of art. They come with something different and a different style, and that's how he came. But they could still get their point across. He had one song that was semi-serious, talking about racism. You remember how that one goes? It's called Stop Racism. The ink is black. The page is white.
Oh,
Let's stop racism and let's unite. Something so silly and simple. He was talking about that back then. Mandela just came home. There you go.
Okay.
That song right there.
I had to recollect that.
You know, Reagan was the pres. He still voted for Shirley Chisholm. I didn't even know who Shirley Chisholm was, for one.
No, definitely I didn't. Definitely didn't. I had to look that up.
And I didn't know he really was telling facts. She really ran for president.
Right. First black woman.
Dropping a little bit of gem.
Was she the first woman, period, to run?
I don't know.
I'm not sure
I
about
don't
that.
know.
But I know she was that. I mean, I think she was the first woman, period, to run.
No, so I'm listening, And Big Daddy Kane had a quote in that song. And I went and it made me remind myself of the skit I heard the other day. And he was like, talking about how racism. He said, "Don't hate me or underestimate me." He said, "If I'm a slave to the rhythm." It made me think about when I saw Akon saying how he doesn't want to talk about racism. He said, "I think that if we constantly talk about racism, that's what's holding black people back." You hear him saying that, and then you hear Kanye saying slavery is a choice. No, and what do y'all feel about that? Because you don't want to forget our history. If we keep talking about it, I really want to.
This is my opinion on this, and I don't, not even trying to be offensive, but if you consider yourself a African, then I really don't want to hear your opinions on what black people, how we should feel.
Why not be
a natural?
Because
African?
You don't call yourself. They don't consider themselves Black Americans. They don't consider themselves African American. They consider themselves African. So they don't put. They don't
They're
call
not African. They're
they
from
don't.
whatever
They
country
don't. They
they're
don't
from in
associate
Africa.
themselves.
right. You're right.
I'm just saying, Africans I know do not associate themselves with slavery because they figure like it wasn't their people. I know a lot of them like that.
I know a lot as well. I know a lot as well. In the song Big Daddy Kane was talking about, because he had knowledge himself. He was a 5%er. And one of the beauty things with 5%ers, they recognize the inner God with them. They had some, like a lineup of history that made them have pride. After that, it really wasn't out there like that. With the Africans, with Jamaicans, with Haitians, and a lot of West Indians, they can align themselves from where they came from. Shout out to my Zoe, shout out to everybody out there. And they know a sense of pride. It's a lot of African Americans we can't line up and say, even though they got, what's that new app that's out? Not eHarmony.
Ancestry.
Yeah, Ancestry. Everybody.
What'd you say?
Everybody talking about how they got Indian in their family. I mean, it's one of them.
eHarmony for dating
site.
Yo,
He's talking about a genealogy. He's talking about a genealogy
Yeah,
site.
but he said eHarmony.
That's another point
That's
too.
a dating site, right?
Yeah, it is.
eHarmony
That's why
is.
I said be okay. That's a dating site.
Alright.
What is that? What's BLK stand for?
And what's your handle on that?
Oh, black dating site.
How we got registered? What we got doing?
You got a
It's free?
promo code?
Trust me, ain't nobody good.
Ain't nobody there?
Nobody good on there?
They got a swipe.
He said it's a black. Oh yeah.
That's like a Tinder. What we got
I don't
doing?
need that.
It's like a Tinder?
It's quick. It's a quick sign.
Yeah, like a Tinder.
It's deleted quick. I mean, you might a guy friend that's on Instagram. However, he referred me to it when I was just like saying I might go on a date and that.
Mhm.
He was like, try this. However, so I don't know if he.
You said
thought-
BL.
Is he a brother?
Like I don't know. No, he's just like a friend. Like
Do I gotta crop my hair? Cause I'm gonna use Barry hair.
But what I'm
It'll
saying,
fit.
no, like you can put whatever on here.
They
But
be like, what happened?
he referred me as like a dude. I've never had a dude refer me to a dating site ever like that. And I'm assuming he's used it. So if you might have better luck as a man, it's not.
Is he in a relationship?
It's not no dudes. Now he
You know
is.
how bad my luck
From that
is?
dating site?
I don't know. I didn't ask that, but he is in a decent relationship right now. So
Yo, I don't-
The girl on there. I don't know.
Yo, man, like, I don't know if they ready though, cause y'all women, y'all wanna be real.
Go ahead.
Yo, let me tell you why I'm not mad. Nah, man, I ain't even gonna do that. He had a song. What was one of the songs he had with Biz? What goes around comes around. It's a beautiful song. Talking about the karma. And when it comes to relationships, and he was talking about daydreaming about a girl. Y'all, I miss daydreaming about a girl. Like, them was some good old days, Days back when I was like in 4th grade. Who was you daydreaming about, B? Back in them days, wow.
Probably
Lisa Bonet?
Probably back in them days right there. That's what, like 90s something. Probably Lark Voice.
Lark Boys?
Yeah.
She was right. Who you daydream about?
It's gonna sound so crazy now if you're listening and you're from out here, but Bianca McCall.
This is in the family. This
Y'all
is in the
been like
family.
fourth
This is
grade.
yo.
Hi, Bianca.
I love you, Bianca. Miss Peters' class. Y'all remember them days?
Day Jennifer Brown.
Miss Peters.
I was daydreaming about Jennifer for a minute.
Yeah.
She broke my heart.
You had Miss Peters? I was in that 4 or 5.
She broke my heart. You know.
Who, Miss Peters or Bianca?
Nah, neither one of them. Jennifer. The
Oh,
one who dumped me
Jennifer?
on the playground. Y'all heard about it.
Oh, shit. That's why
How
she
she
busted
was-
her tooth on the monkey bar.
Aha. Let's get it, big.
Y'all know nothing about Miss Cardona.
I love Miss Cardona. I love Miss
I don't know
Cardona.
nothing about
Boy.
Miss Charles. Miss Charles put that finger in your
That
chest.
Yo,
Scold the hell. She would scold the hell out of you.
Yo.
Then call your parents and tell them.
y'all crazy.
That was my favorite teacher.
She used to snap on your desk with that ruler like.
So
oh,
T,
shit.
you're not off the hook. Who you daydreaming about? You know them good old days. What goes around comes around. Or they were just daydreaming about you. Yeah, that's the answer. We gonna get. What are you talking about?
I don't daydream about anybody from my past.
No, we talking about in the past. Cause when you young, cause in these days in the past.
In your past, who did you daydream about in your future?
Yo, shout
being
out-
in your future.
Yeah, cause shout out to everybody on Instagram and on Facebook. Now we got access
already
to
met
everybody. Huh? Yo,
She said you already met them.
Oh.
They've already been on this show.
Oh, you pointed to this seat. Am
No,
I
No,
on the seat?
no,
Oh.
no TJ back there. So you know who I'm talking about.
Nah, no doubt. No doubt.
All right,
Like,
let's start naming people.
Let's-
OC.
this is job.
Name
This-
them off air.
yo,
Okay.
crazy. Yo, cause right now,
I just said it.
we don't have to daydream about nothing. Anybody who we want, we could just Google them.
Right.
We could just go
Damn, I was
on their
right.
hand. We don't have to do nothing. That's why I'm gonna keep talking. That's what I'm gonna keep talking, right? Flies guy on nerve. What's good, baby? You know, if you don't want to see us.
Nah, you missed it. You missed
I know
it.
I
You
did.
missed
No,
it.
you
missed
did.
it.
But you're not even
You
talking
missed
about
it.
him.
All right.
TJ, it's not about you.
Yo, y'all are silly.
Sons
But-
and seven.
But I miss them days right there when we could just be innocent. You know, back in the days when we would buy, just go right. It's pressure now because you got to change your outfits, boy. Before we had like 5 good fits, 3 good pair of jeans. Like you can't wear the same thing twice half the time.
Two good pair of kicks.
2 good
That
pairs.
depends on where you at.
Yeah.
Like
When I went on vacation, I wore the same thing at least 3 out of the 5 days, and I met 4 different people.
When you're on the beach,
It ain't
nobody
mean
cares.
shit.
D, first of all, you got muscles, you got bald head and a beard, and tattoo. All you need is a
And
wife beater.
tattoos.
Yo, like you could. All you need is a wife beater.
What color? I got multiple colors.
What, multiple color wife beater? Yeah, y'all I did get like the 3-pack. I felt good. I was like, hold on, can I wear variety? See, what you think about that? Because, you know, and what goes around comes around. Y'all, they was talking about how they was cracking on this gear, and I need to know what's proper. When it comes to white beaters, do we have to keep it plain white, or we can have the multi?
What you want, stains?
I don't
Oh.
prefer to see men walking around in white beards like that.
No, this is no, we talking vacation on the beach.
Oh yeah, I'm good.
No doubt.
Yeah, I'm not coming out of my shirt for that unless it's over 92 degrees.
Yo, he said 92
Sometimes
specifically.
And I wear white V-necks after 5 every day in the summer.
I haven't
so-
worn a tank
we
top
cool.
out and about as long since the G Unit was.
Oh
out.
shit!
Ooh.
The bandit. You was wearing the bandit
Oh
tank
yeah,
top.
yeah. I was in great shape too at the time. Yeah.
Great shape. He said,
Oh,
I was
said
in
great
I was.
shape.
I was feeling
Not
myself.
good. Just
Right.
great shape right there. He was yoking them up like
My
that.
cousin sent me a picture when I was
Pictorial
in
was
great
popping.
shape the other day.
Pictorial.
and
You
I
get a
was
point
like,
for
"Damn,
pictorial."
I know why people were scared of me, but I had to show you that another day.
Yeah, they cuz see, but know what, D? Back to like a Bismarck. D, you are silly. You are fun.
I'm a gentle giant. Like
A
this.
gentle giant. That's why I never
But
ran
you won't like
next
me
to you in
when I'm
football.
angry, like the Incredible
That's the
Hulk.
thing. That's the thing. You have to tone it down. How do you? I was talking to one of an older head the other day, and he was saying, think about like 50 something, and his cousin 40 something, his girl 20 something.
Whoa.
Wait,
Yeah.
the 50-something girl was 20 or the 40?
The 40 something was 20 something.
Still,
You know,
whoa.
And when you get older, we know how to carry ourselves in certain environments. We read the room real soon. But at the same time, you know yourself when you're in the room. It's not like we're not going to be in the building. How is it as far as trying to tone it down and soften your image? I say, yo, once you smile in a room, it's not too many people that's going to be mad when you smile. Because, like, if I didn't know B, I'm like, yo, he look like he gonna do this to somebody. You know how them dark skin ones do. Like that's not knowing he's such a cool guy. That's the last thing on his mind. He trying to get at her right here. Because indeed, if I just looked at, you can, that face right there. Y'all see it?
See, I welcome faces like that because I have a straight. Not
So I can put you on the camera right now?
No, don't
Oh,
put me on
okay.
the camera. But what I'm saying is, I feel like that's stupidity of others. Because I've had people.
You get closer to the mic.
I've had people DM me after seeing me, but wouldn't approach me when they saw me because they felt like I was like mad or whatever. And I feel like if you a punk and you can't approach me when you see me, why are you going to baby foot into my DMs and try to talk to me?
That's because they posonymous.
Yeah, like, I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm the nicest person ever. You know, I'm very nice. I just have a general look, and that's part of how I was raised. Like my dad always used to tell us, don't smile. Like, you know, don't be weak. You know what I'm saying? We weren't, like we weren't the most affectionate family. Like we didn't grow up. I have all brothers, so I didn't really grow up.
These are all her brothers right here.
I didn't really grow up.
Chisel.
And then I was with y'all all the time at track meets and everything. So I didn't, you know, I was always around boys.
I was a nice guy.
I think that's.
And they was fast in Plainfield, so they gonna chase anybody away.
Nah, I was too busy doing that. Talking to blah, blah, blah. That's what I was doing.
Covering for me on emergency breakthrough calls.
Yo, I'm watching this interview with Bismarck. Yo, they were showing something at some public access station. They wanted to get through to Bismarck so bad, but they only had one line. And so while you're talking to somebody on the line, all you keep hearing is so bootleg. It's on. Emergency breakthrough started off Shantae. No. Guy said no. Next caller talking. Boop. Emergency breakthrough. Now they try to get smart now. They said too short. He like, man, ain't no damn too short. I'm good. Kept going again. MC Hammer. Yo, next one MC Hammer. Next one was Marley Mark. I'm like, yo, they are trying their best to get through the line. This 93. And this when you didn't have just straight access to everybody. And man,
they have fast fingers to dial back.
What? Them emergency breaks, my heart used to drop.
That's like before caller ID.
You know what? You want to flash this in the past? Watch on Hulu if you have it. There's this show called like Pink or Pick 15 or something like that. And literally it's these adult girls playing teenage girls, like, and they're like going through like their youth. They have like AOL Messenger. I'm just like sitting there watching them do dial-up and remembering like how I used to be on AIM. Like I couldn't wait to get home and talk. What was
your name?
Like,
what was your name on AIM?
Black Planet.
It was Love Is Pain 20.
Love is Pain.
That's
20.
like a Ja Rule album. Wasn't that a Ja Rule album?
Was it?
That was
Pain is Love.
Pain is Love. And the other one was Jersey Queen 86.
Yeah. You was on Black Planet.
Yes, I used to be on Black Planet in high school.
Yo, he had a song called Young Girl
and
Blues.
What was that other one? What was the Spanish one? Mi Gente.
That was for the Hispanic.
That's for the Spanish Fly girls.
Yeah.
Shout out James.
Yeah, Black Planet was
Yo, I was Fat Lace and all of them. Yo, I need to ask this though, because you know the show that you're talking about right there, the older one's playing a younger woman.
So it's them. These are adults. Like I don't know if they're comedians or what, but they're adults. Like it's a show. It's not like a it's a series, and they're playing themselves as like when they were children, like going through when they were like starting. It starts at like when they're age 12, going into 7th grade. So it's really like them acting out like everything that they went through when they were going through puberty, like liking boys, like the whole thing. But everything I'm assuming took place in like the 80s, 90s. So you're just like it's like literally I'm like flashing back like I did that or I went there or just like stuff
Discus.
Yeah.
That's why I asked this question. He had the song called Young Girl Blues, Bismarck. Y'all make sure y'all check that out. And it made me think about maturity with people, and especially in relationships. And I know some people like, yo, man, I don't want to be with someone older because they've been through so much, and they some women and even some men, but by the time they 25, society says they need to be married, and they might have been through their boyfriends and the PTSD and all that other ones, the trauma and all that stuff. So is it better to get a younger woman Because and the reason why, because at least they ain't go through all that trauma yet. Because you got everyone else's issue that they been through by the time they 32.
That doesn't. A lot of women these days go through stuff when they're teenagers.
I was getting ready to say, I gotta give it to you on that.
A lot of stuff is happening. You got girls getting pregnant at like 14, so that
Sure.
doesn't mean anything. You can have trauma from a child. You can have a grown woman that has trauma. Trauma never had trauma in their 20s, but had trauma when she could have been raped when she from home. You don't know what the case is, whatever. I date older men. Like most of the guys I date are in their 40s and up.
Do they look like this?
50-year-old. No. No. They got 2 good eyes. But no.
Oh.
But no, they're older guys, whatever. And sometimes I find them more immature and been through more and they need to be in therapy more so the stuff that I've been through is just like some people it's just how your mental is and how the vibe is.
True.
Some people can vibe with a 20-year-old and it be fine, but I don't think it's about what they went through. I think it's just their mindset and where they are because everybody goes through crap. Like everybody does.
Everybody does.
It's just like your vibe gotta be there, the match gotta be there. It doesn't matter how old you are.
Damn, I thought you was gonna give us an age group, but we do have a website. You said Black BLK?
BLK.
Be okay, but you know what? I like Plenty of Fish better. Like I got more.
How I sign up for that? That's all. I get that on my Droid.
Send you everything because Plenty of Fish.
I'm gonna send you everything.
Be okay. The only thing I don't like about them, they make you only see your area. Plenty of Fish, I could put in DC. Like when I went to DC last weekend.
We're not gonna let you put yourself out there right now. We're not gonna do that.
I'm not doing nobody. You
talk about it, T. So your name on Plenty of Fish is what? So everybody who watching.
I'm not on there no more.
Okay.
But I've seen a couple people from around the way on there. But anyway, right? Anyway, they you put your area where you can
see
put,
Julio
like
Hackett on
I
there,
could be
did you?
here and I could put like Philly if I want to meet people from Philly.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't be okay makes you only meet like within this radius or wherever you are. Plenty of Fish let you put in any zip code, whatever. So like, let's see, I want to fly to LA. If I want to meet some niggas in LA, then I put whatever where I'm at, and I go.
Does it work?
And there you have
Like,
it.
does it work?
It works.
I've gone.
It works.
I was in two relationships with dudes I met in DC years ago on Plenty of Fish. One dude I still kind of off and on talk to.
Whoop whoop.
And we've been dealing with each other for like years off and on. So it does work.
All right, now with these websites though, since we go in there, cause everybody trying to find love, I'm happy y'all didn't chime in. We're talking about for the audience. Shout out to everybody on the check-in.
I chimed in.
If y'all do leave y'all Plenty of Fish and y'all BLK out there, so
Shout out to Plenty of Fish.
the people could know. When it comes to pictures, because everything is based off pictures.
Right.
I need True Lies to shoot some pictures for me so I could, I could be attractive or something like that. I'm looking like the Diabolical right here. No matter of fact, I'm looking more like that because I don't have it here. Angles of these pictures and camera lenses. Some people take the best looking pictures on earth.
So
they know how to squeeze it in.
let me tell you.
Just keep it real.
It's always going to be a flaw. If you got, this is how I go through everybody. If you have one picture, I don't want to see you. I'm not talking to you. You get swiped to the left, right, whatever you get swiped to. If you have no pictures, I'm not even responding to you. If you have 3 or 4 pictures, if your 3 or 4 pictures are not consistently looking the same, I'm talking about where nothing is like switched up too bad, whatever, then I'll talk to you. But if you got your third picture don't look like the second and the first, and it's a little off, that means you look like your third picture in real life, and the second and first one are off.
What about these filters? We guys had a problem.
Somebody got a filter on their picture. Like,
how did y'all feel?
I knew recently, I say not recently, but the last couple of months, we realized that they were altering the picture. I knew with Photoshop, I knew about Photoshop, but man, the whole filter, that's crazy. They really took their time.
What about absolutely. What
I used to Photoshop my head
about,
on like Billy Blank's body for my avatar.
They have an app that you can restructure your whole
body.
That's what I mean.
Your whole body.
That's what I mean. Like I'm just realizing what they said.
Looking like Freddie Johnson.
The girl forgot to put her knees back.
I took a picture with my friend, And she, we had met some celebrity who was out somewhere, but he played basketball.
Was it Agatha?
Yeah, no. And she didn't like how her picture came up. And she started, like,
Seen that done.
Then she mentioned around. Now you like, no, bitch, you done made your shit better than mine.
I left mine.
Shout out to the
like,
barber.
yo, exactly.
I've
Be
seen the styling
to me. Be
natural.
natural, be real. You want to sit there and play games with angles and all this and that, and then you're gonna fucking disappoint or make somebody upset when they meet you, and you put a front onto what you made them believe you look like.
Right.
So just keep it real. Show the full body, show your face, show your flaw, whatever. Because a lot of times you're gonna either get your feelings hurt or somebody gonna get mad or they're gonna try to play stunts and games. So just keep it real.
It's a clear sign of somebody that they just still insecure. You know, when you feel like you need to alter yourself. I mean, I understand the angles and all that stuff. That's whatever. You want to get a nice shot. But I'm talking about when you start changing the way you really look for real, that's when I know you're not happy with yourself.
There's a lot of people that's not happy with themselves and have depression physically.
And some of them be very attractive. Already attractive. Like, who are you trying to get?
That goes back to what you was talking about what they went through when they passed.
But then you'll have 1,000 people want you, but you don't.
You don't want yourself.
Because
honestly, I think
it might be that one person who's not looking at you, and you willing to change everything for this one person. You got 1,000 people saying you fine just the way you are, but this one person don't think so. So you're willing to change everything for that. That's great.
See, that's like you want somebody to look, that's like you want somebody to be put in a cocoon and come out the way you want them to look. That's not going to happen for men wishing that upon girls, and that's not going to happen for women wishing upon men in their mentality, attitude, and the way they look at and treat relationships.
Well, let's talk about this. How about it's always the ugly dudes that be pushing that mentality, whatever. The ugly dudes that be having money, but they be looking like crap, whatever, and pushing that body type and all this other stuff on them, but all they offer.
I'm not saying Bismarck is ugly. I'm not saying that. Rest in peace to the legend.
It's been proven through the history books that looks don't keep relationships together.
Let's talk about that vapors.
Neither does money.
Because at one point, we are ugly. At one point, since we talking about it, you know, they wasn't trying to see me right now. They wasn't trying to feel me right now. Now look at now guess what they call from my cousin.
The vapors.
Calm and plain. Big Daddy Kent. What? Ooh, yeah, a star now. Because are you cool now if you could be ugly and all that stuff or not attractive? But if you got the bread, ooh, yeah, a star now.
But they only last you for a second because somebody always got more money than you.
It does, but I need T to tell me on this one. For a majority of women, you're right. Somebody's always going to outmoney you.
Right.
It's going to happen.
Exactly. So
it's going to happen.
If he or she with you for the money, they're going to just find somebody with more money eventually and move on.
But on the flip side, though, with the women, it's always gonna be another girl with a fat, bigger boobs, bigger this, bigger whatever. It's always gonna be somebody. It's hard to do with the gamble. Like, how do you know if this person is gonna be your fit, and how long are they gonna be there? Because you saw they was lit in the club when you watching them, because you studied their whole story.
You'll know when the chips are down.
Talk about it.
When the chips are down.
Or when they rob you in your sleep.
Word.
Yeah.
Talk nice to us all day. Or else it could get ugly.
Rock you to sleep. Rock you to sleep. Yo, damn. Now you got me feeling. What you said? You said plenty of what?
Plenty of fish.
Plenty of fish. Swipe to the what?
Plenty of fish. Oh yeah, you swipe. I just swipe down. You swipe down.
Y'all give all three of us.
Code to that.
I could use yours.
Sure. My avatar is Martin Luther King, so
I can't do it.
good luck with that.
He had a dream, man. He had a bunch of women, yo. He gonna get it right. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be good. Yo, man, y'all gotta be thrown off just now, man. But when it comes to a Bismarck, though, like you say, yo, we talk about silly stuff. When can you get real? When you could pick your girl booker? When can you get that little in that toilet? Because sometimes it comes out the wrong way. We ain't gonna get to. Sometimes.
Wow, perfect timing.
It is.
I just see the meme, right?
What it say?
It says your flaws are perfect for the heart that is meant to love.
Let's talk. Say it one more time, Dick.
Wow.
Say it one more time.
Your flaws are perfect for the heart that is meant to love you.
Let's give them that round of applause for that. When do you put your flaws out there? Because what happens, we start trusting people and we start opening up and start telling them about our flaws. And we're going to wrap it up in a hot second. They want men to be vulnerable, right? And yeah, I had a tough time. You know, my boy Kane choked me up. I got dumped by this girl. And then the girl say, oh, I'm here for you. As soon as they get mad, that's why you always getting choked up by Big Daddy Kane and the girl with the red always dump. Why does it happen like that? Am I only one that
girl from Class Act?
I don't think.
I don't
I
know.
thought you was gonna play with my friend.
It was supposed to be soup. I told y'all, but
that ain't the same. That ain't her.
that ain't her. It was it wasn't supposed to be
short,
soup.
and she a little lighter than the other girl.
Who, soup?
No, I'm talking about.
No, I'm messing with you. But yo, so T, I'm asking you this: like, why does that right there happen? When you want to give your flaw out there, but then your flaw gets taken for a weakness. It's spun back on you. You like, yo, what?
Like, if your flaw was you get blackout drunk and you don't tell nobody till after you piss on yourself, then what do you do?
Yo, if your flaw
Wait,
is nah, I don't.
You always get right.
If your flaw is you're a thief. But now that they never gonna tell you that part.
No.
If
You gotta find that out yourself.
What's another flaw?
Your flaw is
you only date for money.
your flaw is you're a user.
Yeah,
You don't
like
smile
that one.
because you got a gap.
No,
No, shut up, yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
flaw.
no,
People don't-
your flaw is you can't take people for granted. You can't take people. You can't appreciate people, so you're a user.
What about listening? That's a major flaw. Do women? When does the hearing go with women?
Like,
Listening
in
is not a
general,
flaw. That's
Nah,
a choice.
Yeah,
No.
I'm about to say I
Like-
wouldn't call that a flaw. That's
Listen is a
Is
choice.
that
That's
inherited
not a
or is
flaw.
that like a genetic thing for women that they just can't hear?
Uh-oh.
No.
I'm not
that
on this
we
one.
just can't hear.
Jason
No,
said
like women.
I'm out of
Like-
that
No,
one.
I choose to not hear people.
Thank you. I
have
needed that
selective
truth.
hearing.
There we go.
So if
There
I
we
don't
go.
like what you're saying, then I'm not going to listen to you. But I'm going to let you know that I just don't want to hear you.
This is
I'm
why.
very direct about
This is
mine.
why. Besides your brothers being the Wu-Tang Clan, this is why they scared to talk to you in the club. And she is one of the most generous, nicest people on earth. She absolutely is. But she will give you the Roxanne business.
That's right.
She will do that.
Leo status.
Oh, we coming up.
Right.
We coming up. We got a party coming
Right.
soon. We got a party coming soon.
Right.
Look, we gonna wrap it up real soon. I want to give a shout out and a rest in peace to Bismarck. Pushed the culture, did acting. He had his own cereal. He was on A Living Color. He had a show with Robert Townsend. He was a goal getter. He believed in himself. We lost one of the great ones, but let's celebrate one of the great ones. Y'all do y'all YouTube search. Y'all celebrate the people while they're here. Respect them. One of the best DJs out there. Respect your people. Respect your barbers. Respect the dopest
I went
station.
To I went to a party he DJ'd out in Miami.
Killed it.
With that club level. I don't know if it's still
I met him
good.
in Raleigh one time at a party.
He's always working.
I was doing security.
He played
He
the
was
best.
there.
He played the best song. I'm like, he played everything everybody wanted to hear. It was crazy. He was only on for like an hour and a half.
He killed it. He killed
Yeah.
it.
Go Savant.
Killed it. Had some of the most funny videos, creative videos. He was a man of his craft. He loved it. One more time, let's give a rest in peace to Bismarck and all his accomplishments. If y'all want to see me on Plenty of Fish, Tender Black, what's my name again? Can I go sexy fat?
No, it's
Lovely,
You gotta make sure it's
strong
not
love
faking.
lace. So I can do that.
That's probably not
I'll-
faking.
I'm gonna use that.
Strong Love
Strong
Lace.
love lace.
It's probably taken.
It's probably taken.
I don't think so.
That's your name.
No, don't do that. No, don't go on those things.
Nah. We all do not. But if y'all see Strong Love Lace come out there, make sure you got swipe to the left.
Huh?
Long
You gotta
Love
swipe on
Lace.
those, you swipe
Hold
down.
up.
But
Long
you
Love
gotta-
Lace.
Long
There
Love
you
Lace.
go.
Long Love.
Or Lace Love You Long Time.
I like that one. I'm international. Wu-Tang, baby. Wu-Tang. Yo, man. I like that. Lace love you long time, man. Shout out to everybody I'm going to love for a long time. Shout out to the barbers and stylists. We going to see y'all next week, Beards and Baldheads. Lace love you long time. Word up. I like that, dude.